Floyd Mayweather just brutally slaughtered Jake Paul after he canceled the fight with Mike Tyson. The fight was announced in April, but now in July, Jake decided to call it off. Can you believe it? All the money spent on promotions, press conferences, and tickets? Down the drain because Jake isn't in the mood. Mike Tyson, even with severe ulcer flare-ups, postponed the fight to November 15th because he knew it's not a decision to make carelessly. But Jake, with no real issues, just wanted instant fame and spotlight. So he's saying his new fight will be with Mike Perry. But don't worry, even if Tyson's too sick, Mayweather won't let Jake off easy. Believe me, the way Floyd roasted him, Jake's ears might be bleeding right now. And do you know Floyd's dislike didn't just pop up this July? Nope. His intense hatred for the Paul brothers has been brewing for a while, and it sure adds some extra spice to the mix. His beef with Logan Paul started during their hyped-up exhibition match. Remember when Floyd, the undefeated boxing legend, stepped into the ring with Logan, the YouTube sensation? It was quite the spectacle, but not for the reasons you might think.
My opponent small.
Google said 5'8".
My opponent small.
Google rounded up.
Floyd came out swinging, not just with his fists, but with some heavy accusations, too. Floyd's got this sixth sense from years of experience, and he swears Logan was juiced up on steroids during their fight. He felt it in Logan's punches, the kind of power that didn't match up with the kid's physique or skill level. To Floyd, it was a matter of principle. He's been in the game long enough to know when something's off, and Logan's unnatural strength sets off all kinds of alarms. And then there's Jake Paul, Logan's younger and arguably more reckless brother. Floyd tried to be the voice of reason for Jake, warning him about biting off more than he can chew. Floyd sees Jake trying to climb the boxing ladder too quickly, gunning for big names like Mike Tyson without putting in the work. To Floyd, this isn't just dangerous, it's downright disrespectful to the sport. Floyd's perspective isn't about hating younger fighters. Through Mayweather Promotions, he's all about bringing new talent into the limelight, nurturing them, and showing them the ropes. He believes in building a career step by step, earning each fight through hard work and dedication. Through Mayweather Promotions, Floyd has introduced numerous young fighters to the world, giving them a platform to shine. Take Gervonta "Tank" Davis, for example. Floyd spotted Tank's potential early on and signed him in 2015. Under Floyd's guidance, Davis has become a two-time world champion, holding titles in the super featherweight and lightweight divisions. This isn't just about talent scouting, it's about providing the right mentorship, training, and exposure. Floyd knows the game inside and out, and he's passing that invaluable knowledge to fighters like Tank.
As long as he continues to fight MMA guys and YouTubers, he's gonna continue to look good and shine. But once he fights a real fighter that can really fight, it's not gonna be that.
Floyd's commitment to young boxers is about more than just finding the next big star. It's about ensuring they understand and respect the sport's traditions. He believes in a gradual progression, where fighters earn their stripes step by step. This isn't just an old-school mentality. It's a proven path to longevity and success in the brutal world of boxing. Floyd himself didn't become Money Mayweather overnight. His career is a masterclass in patience, hard work, and strategic planning. One of Floyd's biggest criticisms of Jake Paul is his readiness to fight elite boxers. Specifically, Floyd has been vocal about Jake's audacious challenge to Canelo Alvarez. Canelo, one of the best pound-for-pound fighters in the world, is in a different league altogether. Floyd's words were clear and cutting: Jake isn't ready for a fighter like Canelo.
It get fucked up by Canelo.
Floyd Mayweather predicted long ago that Jake Paul would stir up trouble in the boxing world. And guess what? That's exactly what happened. Jake Paul's obsession with fighting Mike Tyson became one of the most talked about stories in boxing. Jake chased this fight relentlessly. He was all over social media, interviews, and any platform he could find, hyping it up as his career-defining moment. It was a spectacle in the making. Jake promised fans an event that would go down in history. Jake tagged Tyson in posts, called him out in videos, and got his followers all riled up. By late 2022, the hype was off the charts. By January 2023, it seemed like the fight was a done deal. Jake's fans were pumped, thinking this would be one of the biggest events in boxing history. Even casual fans were curious if Jake could really go toe-to-toe with the legendary Mike Tyson. Then, just as things were heating up, Jake pulled a 180. In July 2024, news broke that Jake had canceled the fight. This was a full-blown shocker. Fans and critics were left scratching their heads. Was Jake injured? Was there some behind-the-scenes drama? Or had he bitten off more than he could chew? The sudden cancellation threw a wrench into what was supposed to be Jake's big moment. Floyd's roast was brutal. He said Jake's whole persona was built on bravado and hype, but when it came down to it, he couldn't back it up. Floyd even said that Jake's boxing career was a facade, designed for headlines and social media clout, not for honoring the sport. In that same interview, Floyd pointed out that real fighters don't back down. They step into the ring no matter the odds. Jake's decision to cancel the fight with Tyson was, in Floyd's eyes, the ultimate betrayal of what it means to be a boxer.
But
No apology.
there's no way he'd get demolished.
The boxing community exploded with opinions. Some thought Jake realized he was in over his head and fighting Tyson was a step too far too soon. Others believed it was a strategic move to keep himself in the headlines without risking a loss. But Floyd's take hit home the hardest. His words carried a lot of weight, especially given his status in the sport. When Floyd Mayweather questions your integrity, it's a big deal. The fallout was huge. Jake tried to do damage control, releasing a statement citing unforeseen circumstances for backing out. But the damage was done. The narrative was set. Jake Paul talked a big game but couldn't walk the walk. Floyd's comments struck a chord and the public wasn't quick to forget. Meanwhile, Mike Tyson stayed relatively quiet. In an interview with The Sun, Tyson said he was ready to fight and had been training hard. He expressed disappointment but didn't dive into why Jake canceled. Tyson's professionalism stood in stark contrast to the chaos surrounding Jake, further proving Floyd's point about the difference between real fighters and those chasing fame. This whole episode showed the fine line between hype and reality. Jake Paul's relentless pursuit of Mike Tyson was supposed to be his crowning achievement. But the abrupt cancellation and Floyd Mayweather's scathing critique turned it into a cautionary tale. Floyd's words cut deep, questioning not just Jake's decision, but his entire approach to boxing. Floyd Mayweather isn't one to let things slide, especially when it involves someone he's got a bone to pick with like Jake Paul. Recently, Floyd dropped a bombshell when he exposed the real reason why Jake Paul backed out of the fight with Mike Tyson. And let me tell you, it's juicier than anyone could have imagined. Floyd revealed that Jake tried to fix the match. Yeah, you heard that right. Jake Paul, the YouTube star turned boxer, allegedly attempted to bribe the referee to swing the fight in his favor. This revelation about Jake's attempted bribery didn't just disappear into the ether. The boxing community erupted, and it wasn't long before the legal implications started to roll in. Fixing a fight is illegal, and Jake's actions have serious consequences. The FBI got involved, investigating the claims thoroughly. Agents paid Jake Paul a visit, a development he wasn't eager to share with his fans. The visit wasn't just a polite knock on the door either. According to sources, the agents treated the situation with the seriousness it deserved, given the gravity of the allegations.
It consumes my life. I'm talking about like hour-long phone calls, multiple times a week, depositions, interrogations.
Shut the up. I didn't even know this.
We hear about some of it.
I didn't know it was this bad. Depositions, dude?
Yeah.
Jake, of course, tried to play the victim card. In a tearful podcast episode, he recounted the visit, claiming that the FBI had treated him brutally. He described feeling humiliated and scared, painting a picture of overreach and injustice.
Like, fucking nothing. Like they're suing me for something I didn't do. Like, on God. It's just the most bullshit thing. And I literally had to pay them a lot of fucking money for no reason.
But to many, this was just another attempt by Jake to garner sympathy and deflect from the real issue at hand, his own unethical behavior. The podcast, which aired on his channel, was filled with dramatic pauses and emotional outbursts, but it failed to address the core of the accusations against him. In a desperate attempt to shift the narrative, Jake announced a new fight. This time, he set his sights on Mike Perry. The timing is suspiciously convenient. Just as the heat from the Tyson fight-fixing scandal started to intensify, Jake rolled out a new fight to distract the public. It's a classic misdirection play.
It just pisses me off. And then
You're good. Take a break. Take a break.
Yeah, take a breather.
Take a
We
breather.
can sit for a second. Why don't you?
Bruh,
Why don't
hey,
you?
By diving into a fresh bout, he hopes to cover up the mess he's created and give fans something new to talk about. And to some extent, it's working. The announcement of the Perry fight has generated a new wave of hype, pushing the controversy to the back burner. Mike Perry, a seasoned fighter with a reputation for being a tough contender, is no pushover. But the question remains, is this fight genuine or just another calculated move by Jake to stay relevant? Perry seems eager for the challenge. In an interview with ESPN, he expressed excitement about the fight, calling it an opportunity to teach Jake a lesson. Perry's involvement adds a layer of credibility, but the shadow of Jake's recent scandal looms large over the whole event. And don't worry, if Jake's bribery accusations are proven on July 19th, he won't be allowed to fight Mike Perry, and his whole career will be destroyed. He will definitely have to face the consequences of everything he's done. If you want to stay updated, hit that subscribe button and don't forget to share this video with your friends who are into the Mike versus Jake drama.